myself Professor Lopatil from Institute of Engineering and Technology, Automobile Engineering Department. So we are in continuing subject Vehicle Dynamics and Chapter 5 Steering System. So in previous lecture we have seen several contents regarding steering system, how steering geometry works, individual parameters, affection of my overall vehicle performance or road performance. So ultimately there are several types of steering systems that are going to affect my overall driving condition or individual manuals. Manuals like accelerating, braking, cornering, rollover. So there are several parameters of steering geometry that directly affects my overall steering performance and driving experience. So based on that, today we are going to learn about understeer and oversteer. These two terms are linked with my steering system, that there are several effects of understeer and oversteering, and how these understeer and oversteer affect my overall driving performance and overall running condition of my vehicle that we have to see in this particular video. So let us start with the understeer. So basically we can say that from this diagram you can see that the vehicle is moving and left turn is there. So according to my driving or my comfort, I can say that my desired turn is in green color. But due to that understeering effect, what will happen? My vehicle is going to run towards the red path. So we can say that ultimately out of my road or in other direction. So we can say that there are several understeer effects based on these phenomena. So basically we can define as understeer that understeer and oversteer, these are the vehicle dynamics that terms that used to describe the sensitivity of vehicle steering. So these two terms, understeer and oversteer, this define the sensitivity of my overall steering performance. For understeer, we can say that there are, when a car steers less than the amount command by the driver. So the desired amount of steering travel is less by the driver. So in that condition, what will happen? My vehicle moves towards outward direction. So according to this diagram, towards the red path, but actual my desired path is green path. So these condition we can call as understeer. So understeer occurs when the front tires start slipping. Front tires start slipping. So how to know that the front tires are going to slip? So there are several reasons why these front tires are going to slip at that particular point. So main and primary reason is the speed. If I'm going to drive my vehicle very fast at that particular maneuver or cornering area, so but basically what will happen, according to my steering performance, my vehicle is not going to turn due to the slippage of my front tire. So basically we can say that if my front tire is going to slip at that speed, I will not control that steering mechanism. So this happens when the front tires are asked to turn while also managing a lot of braking of speed. Also we can say that if you are going to fast braking or accelerating, sudden braking or sudden accelerating, so at that time you will find extra momentum due to the weight of the car or due to the speed, and that may cause the front tires to slip. So these are the several points that we have to consider in understeer. So basically understeer is based on my vehicle speed and the slippage of the tire. So let us continue here. Animation, you can see the understeer effect of the vehicle, in which how to solve or how to manage my understeer effect. First of all, main and prior work is to slow down my vehicle. Or understeer almost always occur when the driver is going too fast in different road condition. But this can be as innocuous as doing 15 miles per hour around a damp mini roundabout. So basically from this point we can say that if the vehicle or if the driver is going too fast at that particular cornering speed, and due to that speed our vehicle is going to front tire is going to slip over that area, and due to this condition my vehicle is going to understeer based on the different road condition and driving manuals. So ultimately primary aim is to slow down my vehicle. So sudden braking and sudden acceleration. Again, these two phenomena that is not going to help in my understeer effect. So if I have to accelerate or brake at understeer position, I need to apply force very softly or increasing in such a manner that it is not going to block or lock my front wheels, and according to that slippage is going to be happen. So this is my primary area. Now moving further, if you start understanding that you should start to reduce the amount you are pressing the acceleration or brake, as I have said already, that is depends upon the amount of acceleration and braking of that particular pedal when you are in understeer condition. So these are the points that we have to consider in understeer point of view. Moving further, if I am talking about understeer, so based on the diagram, you can see that my desired path is again red line, but due to that oversteer effect, my vehicle is turning very rapidly. Also, you can say that the path the vehicle is going to find is in red color. So this condition is my oversteer condition. So let us know what do you mean by oversteer. So oversteer that occurs when a car turns by more than the amount or command by the driver. So we can say that the required turning radius is going to be increased by the driver in such a way that my vehicle is going to turn before that curvature. So according to that red path, my vehicle is going to be oversteer in that condition. Also, oversteer normally occurs on the car that driver the rear wheels, and that happens when the car is turning and the driver applies more power than the tires can deal with. So again, this is also depending upon my driver condition or the ability of the driver how to react when the oversteering is going to happen. So basically, understeer and oversteer that are depending upon the driver's situation or its experience. Moving further, again tire slip comes into picture, and these tire slip push in the opposite direction to the turn and kicking back end of the car out. So again here you can find the due to that slip difference of front wheels and rear wheels, you will find an oversteering effect. Also the same effect can be happen while braking too hard. Again, as I said in understeer, if I am applying hard force to my braking pedals, so according to that the oversteering is going to be happen. Again, the oversteer causes and solution. So for solution we can say that first and prior solution is to slow down my vehicle at particular curvature. So power oversteer is often caused by the driver accelerating too soon. So again, accelerating too soon and braking very fast. So these are the main reasons for oversteer and understeer. Also keep looking and steering the direction you want to go. So it is, this second point is based on the driver's experience, how to control in such a manner or how to control the car in such a curvature of the road and road condition. So these are the several points that we have to consider for oversteering effect. Now let us talk about the solution. If oversteer and understeer happens, what parameters do I have to adjust for my vehicle? So if the oversteer condition and understeer condition is there, so for that to increase oversteer and to increase understeer, the table is going to be the table is shown here, in which you will find the adjustment. So there are number of adjustments. From that adjustment you will find that to increase oversteering effect and to increase the understeer effect. So to overcome several different changes I have to make. So for that, let us see one by one. Front tire pressure. So again, there are several tire specifications that we have to keep in our mind while oversteer and understeering effect. So first is the pressure for front also and rear also. Also front tire width. Again it is in tire specification area, rear tire width front camber, rear camber. So here camber angle comes into picture. So we have to adjust in such a way to demolish this oversteer and understeer effect. So again, camber is there, toe in, toe out. So front toe, rear toe, caster effect is there. So front caster is there. Even spring rate and suspension parameters also we have to consider to eliminate such effect like spring rates, damper rate. Also, there are different components like sway bar diameter or center of gravity of vehicle. So these are the number of parameters I have to adjust to overcome my oversteer and understeering effects. So this is all about oversteer and understeer from the steering system. Thank you.